All right, let's take a look at graphing this function. It's a quadratic function. We know that because there's a little x squared or a 2 exponent here. All right, this is in vertex form, and when you see this form, you can know the vertex by looking at the function. The first part of the vertex is going to be the opposite of the parentheses. So if it says -1, then it will be +1, and then it's the number at the end, in this case, a +4. So I can go to right 1 and up 4 and plot that point, and that's the vertex. That's where my graph is going to change direction from decreasing. It's going to start increasing. Now, how do I know the direction? Well, again, if it's a quadratic, I know that it either opens up like a happy face or it opens down like a sad face, if you use your imagination. So the way that I know which is which, let me erase some of this extra, is that I look right after the equal sign. And if I don't see a negative, then I know it opens up. A negative sign after the equal sign is going to be downward. And if there's not one, then it's positive and it opens upward. And so from there, if you're sketching, this means it's not as precise necessarily as an actual graph would be, but you're sketching, and so you're going to have an upward parabola. It's going to open up. That point at 1, 4 is that lowest point in this case, and it's where the graph changes shape. So if you sketch the graph, generally this is where you're looking for it to be. All right, if you want to see more about like how that works, then stick around for a second. Let's do just like a basic t-table. So I'm going to do an XY. I'm going to make it really long because in the middle, I'm actually going to fill in, keep moving my video over. Okay. I'm going to put X here and Y here. Let's see what it should be at 0, at 1, and at 2. Just to give us a few points here. And I'm plugging into x minus 1 squared plus 4, right? That is the original function. So instead of x, I'm substituting the value. I want to put in a 0. So in this case, 0 minus 1 is -1 squared. -1 times -1 is 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is the y values of 5. So this point should be at 0, 5. That's a point on the graph. So let's go to 0, up 5, and lo and behold, there it is on the line, right? The equation of the line. So let's plug in a 1. At 1, we would put in a 1 for x. And let me plug in my computer before it dies. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 squared. So 0 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. So y is 4. That means that our coordinate here is 1, 4, and that's the one that we already plotted. That's what we found to be the vertex just by looking at the vertex form. And then if we plug in a 2, 2 minus 1 squared plus 4. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. So this would be 2, 5. So let's go right 2, up 5, and plot that point. And we can start to see there's our graph. So we could do more points. You know, we could come out here to -2 or +3 or whatever. And those dots would continue to form that nice parabola. So that's sort of the longer way to do it. If you don't recognize the vertex form, you can always, plug in values, but this is really nice that it works. All right. I hope that was helpful to you.